Hey guys, MeLikeBigBoom here, over. Welcome to Unturned 3.17.7.0, over.
You know, I'd like to apologize for that. That was incredibly cheesy. But I mean, how can I illustrate these walkie-talkies any better than using them in person? This was the main thing that was added in Unturned 3.17.7.0 this week, and that is the walkie-talkie with an ID of 1445. It's quite a simple concept and has been requested for a very long time. It's super cool. Basically, as described, you can communicate by voice regardless of distance. So, as long as you have a walkie-talkie and somebody else in the server, regardless of where they are, also has a walkie-talkie, if you talk in voice chat through the walkie-talkie, they will be able to hear you no matter where they are. And it's super cool. It's got these little clicky noises too, just like a little walkie-talkie. But anyway, so if you're on a server and you want to communicate with some new people, or you need some help, or yada yada, doing RP, whatever, cinematics, anything that you can think of, you can use the radio now that it's an official thing. I mean, before you could have used like Skype or TeamSpeak to communicate with people no matter where you are on the map, but this is a little more official in the game, and it's pretty cool. And also it makes it a lot easier to just communicate with other people in the server without having to invite them to whatever, Skype or anything. Now also, you have to keep in mind that when you are talking in the walkie-talkie, they will still be able to hear you talking in area chat. So if I'm talking down here in downtown St. Petersburg, people are going to hear me talking out loud very loudly. So it's not like you're in a complete private chat. Right now, he says that there is only one frequency. So basically, everybody is talking on the walkie-talkie at the same time. So if somebody's blasting music through their walkie-talkie, everyone in the server who has a walkie-talkie is going to hear it, unless you mute them, of course. But in the future, he thinks that he's going to add some specific frequencies that you can select, and then also listening to people while you're in a car or on a placeable radio on the map, like at the radio towers, will also be a possibility. It is pretty simple and also a very cool addition. I'm assuming you'll be able to find this over at like campsites and in spawns like that, so be sure to check out those areas. Also might be in military locations as well. And that's basically all the physical additions in this week, just one basic addition. There were also some pretty big changes in regards to the editor, because as you guys know, Hawaii map is kind of in full production right now, so some editor changes are definitely welcome. You map makers out there are definitely going to appreciate these changes. Let's go check them out. Now, the upcoming changes to the level editor can actually be looked at by going into the new dev kit editor. It is a work in progress, as it says here, use work in progress dev kit. And the reason why it's here is mostly so that you can just test out these two new features that are coming to the official or working editor that's coming very soon. Right now, the two things that he kind of added that are going to be useful to the map creators is one, for those of you who are creating large-sized maps, and also like insane-sized maps, ones that just take forever to go. Like, look. Like, I'm moving at full speed. I'm just so far away from this map that it just takes so long. Now you can use the scroll bar to adjust your speed. So scrolling forward, you'll notice that we are moving a lot faster now. So moving across a big city or across a giant-sized map will be even faster by using the scroll wheel. So you can scroll like super fast like this. And then also, if you want to be super specific, you can make your camera movement extremely slow like this. Also, one of the new changes was with the terrain tool. Now, right now this doesn't do anything, but mostly he wanted to show how easy it is for you to change your terrain tool size. All you do is you hold R, and by dragging your mouse in and out, you'll be able to adjust the size of your terrain tool. Like, for example, if I wanted to make this island, you'd have to go over here and you'd have to drag the slider, or no, it's down here. And also, you can't really make the slider very big, but now holding R, just like boom. You can make a mountain right there. Nelson says his goals for next week are to work on cleaning up these features that I showed you guys, and then also adding the new input system, mainly for controller support, and also starting to make this new editor, this DevKit editor, by having more window things for like asset editor, saving and loading the layouts of all the items that you'll eventually have all over the place in this editor. Nelson does also want to address that last week there were a few frustrated comments regarding Nelson's focus on improvements rather than new additions. He wants to address that while improvements may not be as fun to work on as, for example, new content, he really does believe that these new improvements are the right thing to do, and I'm totally with him. Improving the things that are in the game right now should definitely be prioritized over just adding new things on top of things that needed improvement in the first place. But he wants to address that even with him focusing on improvements, we still got this update on the Hawaii map that's coming. A massive addition to the game that is coming soon, and so even with these focus on improvements, we're still having some amazing content on their way. So really, there isn't anything to complain for. We're getting some insanely cool additions that are coming soon. Now, in regards to some miscellaneous additions that came this week, he overhauled the localization system, which is for translations, and he has some bullet points regarding those changes, like how you can change your language real time using this console here and typing it in here. And then lastly, there were 9 new curated workshop items that were added to the stockpile this week. That's going to be on the screen right now. Be sure to check those out. The stockpile will be linked down below if you'd like to purchase them for $1 each. That is everything that was added in Unturned 3.17.7.0. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to rate, comment, subscribe, and do all that gibberish because MeLikeBigBoom is out.